What's up, boys and girls, and welcome back to a brand new video, and welcome to the beginning of our Formula 1 journey. Last time where we left off was when we won the Formula 2 title, but unfortunately for us, Red Bull, for them, it wasn't enough. But it was enough for Lamborghini. So Lamborghini has signed us with a 2-year deal, and this is our season calendar. It's a 16 race calendar starting in Bahrain, ending in Brazil. I didn't want to do a full season calendar because, yeah, I was not gonna post every single day to make up for that gap. And yeah, I wanted to sign Kimi Antonelli, but unfortunately, he's not in the game. So we had to sign Novalak, and yeah, he was the closest one to Italian. So yeah, I guess he's our teammate now. Oh well, I should say Lamborghini signed him. So yeah, let's fast forward a little bit. I do have to say I'm not gonna for the series. I'm not gonna show any upgrades that I do or any free practice that I do at all. So yeah, let's move on to, well, actually, just looking at what kind of upgrades we should buy. And yeah, I should probably have edited that part out, but I guess it's staying in the video now. So yeah, let's get into the Grand Prix, shall we? Are actually qualifying as we see our first upgrade of the year comes in. Let's go look at the tire allocation real quick. And now let's go dive straight into qualifying, shall we? Alright, so as we start our first lap in a Formula 1 car, let's see how this lap goes. It's a clear attack ahead and behind us. Let's see what turn 1 has to offer for us, and we have locked on, we have gone a little bit deep. And that's already our first lap ruined of our Formula 1 career. That's actually awful. Awful. As it's a decent exit, but let's see what happens down to turn 4. Oh, it's a massive lockup. It's an even worse lockup. So this lap is ruined from the beginning. So by the time when we end it, it's almost all the cars out, and it's a 34.9. That is the lap, and that was incredible. So let's see what lap 2 has to offer. And Pierre Gasly has come out on the racing line. That's it. That's our lap ruined again because of turn 1. Let's see what turn 4 has to offer for us this time. Let's see if it can actually navigate it without locking up. And it's a great apex, actually. You have gained a second and 1.3 cents, and by the end we have gained 9 cents. Let's see what this places it. It's in 9. Okay, so something to work with. So as we start the final lap of Q1, we're down into 17th place. Let's see if we can make it out of Q1 into Q2. It's a decent turn 1. We do drift a little bit in the exit, but overall we have gained 1/10 from that. Let's see if we can gain anything from turn 4. It looks like we have gained 2 more tenths. Let's see, by the end we have gained 1.5 seconds. We are down to 21st place. Can we get out into Q2? Are we into Q2? Yes, we are. It is P8. The first time of asking, we have made it through to Q2. As we see, Sergio Perez tops the Q1 session, and our teammate is unfortunately locked out. But for us, let's get into Q3, or Q2, I should say. And Fernando Alonso is catching us because I have held on to the brakes on the straight. A horrible mistake, a really horrible mistake. So ironically it's the best apex that we have hit on turn 1. But at what cost? We have picked in the straight line, and that surely was like half a second loss right then and there. And by the end of the lap, as Lance Stroll got fastest, surprise to all of us, we're down to P5, but that's because not everybody has set the lap time yet. I believe we are 5th on the road, and it's going to be a 33.5. Charles Leclerc go 1.5 seconds quicker than us, and you can see we've already gained half a second. already gained half a second on the straight. That just goes to show how much brake that I held. That was just horrible. And by the end, it turns out that we are on low fuel mode. So, well, we weren't even gonna gain anything because we were down 4 tenths. But you can see how much we are losing at this point. We are losing 8 tenths. We lost 8 tenths on that straight. And by the end of the lap, we have lost around 1.4 seconds, almost a second and a half, because we had no fuel. So a horrible mistake, because I fueled in for 2 laps. I guess it didn't update because what happened in Q1, but it's just a horrible mistake. And yeah, just I don't know what Lamborghini was doing there. Some serious questions need to be asked, because that could have been avoided. We could have gone slightly quicker. Nobody really knows, because we were down 4 tenths. Maybe we could have gained something in the last time, but that was just a horrible mistake by Lamborghini in general and us. So yeah, let's see what we can do on the final time of asking into Q2. Let's see if we can make it through to Q3 as we go on to the final lap of Q2. Let's see how much time we're going to gain on the straight, if we're going to gain anything. Because, well, we didn't set a lap time for the second lap. So we have already gained 5 tenths on the straight. And by the time we get on to turn 3, we've gained 6 seconds. And by the end of the lap, we've gained 1.5 seconds. We're down to 16th, last place. Are we through to Q3? Are we? Yes, we are. It is 3rd on the grid. And we are through to Q3 for the first time. As we see Sergio Perez tops the qualifying session once again, we are through into P3. As you can see, we are ahead of both the Ferraris, so that is incredible. So as you see our first lap into Q3, let's see what we can do. Nobody in front of us, nobody behind us. Let's see if we can do anything in this lap. It's a decent first sector. We have locked up slightly, we've gone slightly deep, and a slight oversteer moment and the exit. But apart from that, as we come to the end of the lap, George Russell goes quickest. And can we do anything? We are gone 132.2, 3rd place. Actually incredible. And by the starting of the last lap, the final lap that we're gonna do, we're down to 5th place, but we are ahead of both Ferraris. So we are the fastest Italian team on the grid right now, as of how it is right now. And we are ahead of Sergio Perez, but it was not a good turn 1. We have gone in a little way too deep, and we just lost all the time that we have gained. We are down to just half a tenth gain, and we have lost all of it again in turn 4. We have gained half a tenth again, and by the end, we have gained 3 tenths. But is it going to be enough? We have 9th currently on the grid. Let's see what it's going to be down to the line. Is it going to be anything more than 9th place on the grid? No, it is not. Unfortunately, it is 9th place for us.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Perez, Russell, and Lewis Hamilton. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36-mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and it could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, and starting next to them is George Russell. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Verstappen, Norris, Grim Reaper, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Ricciardo, Stroll, Tsunoda, Albon, Joe, Ocon, Bottas, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Novalak, and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as once again we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice, and they've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
As we go on to the formation lap, it is the green lights, it's lights out for the formation lap as we get underway. It's well, I don't think it matters how good of the exit you get in the formation lap. It's just a prep test. So yeah, let's hope for the best for the first Grand Prix. We start 9th. Let's hope we can get at least convert the 9th place for a 9th place finish, or even get a little bit better out of what we've seen and what we can do in qualifying. But as of right now, we're best of the rest. And yeah, let's see what happens as we do my ceremonial burnout before going into my grid spot. Let's see how we can what we can do as we line up really aggressively actually to cut off Pierre Gasly at the start to not give him any chance of the.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be
as
ready with the
we
clutch.
don't want to give the Alpine any chance to get it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 red lights, and it is a long hold, and it's lights out, and away we go. We get a great start. We are already ahead of Pierre Gasly, and we are ahead of 1, 2, 3, and maybe even 4 cars. We're ahead of 4 cars. We're ahead of a Ferrari and Verstappen. Both the Red Bulls we're ahead of. Let's see what we can do. And we have locked wheels. We're locked wheels with the Ferrari. We're all 3 of us, and we have gone into the McLaren, and we have now gone into Lance Stroll. We've gone into 3 cars in the span of 3 quarters. As we see the beginning of the start of the race. You can see Sergio Perez from pole position doesn't get a great start. We get a really amazing start. We go onto the inside of Charles Leclerc, and Charles Leclerc just puts the car where it shouldn't go, and actually that quite literally is probably a racing incident. But right here we are trying to go straight, but Lando Norris doesn't want to go straight, and he wants to go straight back onto the track. Well, there's a car right onto the left side of him, and you can see Charles Leclerc doesn't get the best of starts, and you can see in his right wing mirror, we just get a really ridiculous start, and we are through. And right here, there is a gap. It's just Verstappen turns in a little bit too much, and I guess it's kind of our fault too, that we didn't give him enough space. So yeah, I think all 3 of us are at fault there. As we see a replay of Lando Norris, let's see, he goes down the inside of his teammate, and yeah, you can just see it's not his fault, and now he's just turning left. You can't do that when there's a car on your left side, mate. That's just not how you race. As we see a POV of Lancho, let's see what happened to him. As yeah, we just come onto the racing track. We couldn't do anything there. We were a passenger there, as well as Stroll was. So he is actually out of the race. He's out of the race on lap 1 because of Lando Norris. Lando Norris shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have gone left when there is a car on the left side. As we see, we have caught up to, well, not really caught up to Fernando Alonso, but we are going to go down the inside of Fernando. And can we get ahead? We are ahead of the soft runner. And yeah, just you can see it was a desperate move because he's on the soft tires. We have to stay ahead of him on the soft tires. So yeah, We have to, as we go on a little bit wide, we are off the track. Fernando Alonso is going to get a run on us as this is the end of lap 1. He is going to go down the outside, and we can't let him go ahead, and we go down the inside right back at him, and we push him off the track. And yeah, well, not off the track, but we push him elbows out, and we are through. And this is confirmation that Lando Norris does have damage, and he is pitting. And I have to say, no comment. I think he deserved all the whole pit stop, man, honestly. And as you see, we go on to lap 4. We are already caught up to Daniel Ricciardo, and we're gonna go with DRS. We are gonna go down the inside on the straight. Let's see, it's a drag race down to turn 1. We are still side by side as we go. We lock up, and we are side by side yet again. But we are ahead. Are we ahead? Yes, we are ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. Let's see a replay of it, shall we? As we are side by side, it's a drag race down to turn 1, and we stay ahead of him. But we lock up. We go in too deep. We lose our rear end, and we are side by side yet again. But we get the good traction, and we are ahead of him. And as we see, actually, Fernando gets a good exit, and he's gonna be side by side, goes down the inside of Daniel Ricciardo. But Daniel Ricciardo on the outside gets a better traction, and he's gonna stay ahead of Fernando Alonso. And that was just incredible. As we go on to lap 5, let's see if we can try to catch up to the Alpine in front. This is what I was afraid of, because us and Alpine are pretty much the same in the terms of the I'm just gonna abandon the sentence. Let's see Fernando Alonso go down the inside of Daniel Ricciardo on lap 6 this is. And Fernando Alonso, is he gonna get the traction? No, he's not gonna get the traction, as Ricciardo gets the better traction. But Fernando Alonso is gonna get DRS for the second time on the straight. Is he gonna go on the outside? No, he's gonna go down the inside this time. He's gonna go down the inside, but he doesn't get the traction, and Ricciardo is still ahead. And this is for the lead on the same lap. Sergio Perez is gonna go down the inside of the race leader George Russell. Can he do anything? Can he get the traction out of turn 1? No, he can't. George Russell gets a better traction out of the 2. But Sergio Perez is going to go get the second bite of Cherry with the DRS, and he's going to go around the outside this time. Can he do anything around the outside? Can he get the traction off? They're still side by side as he gets the traction, and he is going to be a new race leader. He is ahead of George Russell. So, yeah, and this is some further down the grid. This is Oscar Piastri on Charles Leclerc on the same lap, lap 6. He's going to go around the outside. Can he get the traction around the outside? He is not essentially, at the side he's not going to get the traction, but they're still side by side. Down the second straight they go, down to turn 4. Oscar Piastri still around the outside. Can he do anything around the outside? No, he's not going to be able to do anything, but they're still side by side. And at this point, they have been side by side for a whole sector at this point. And is Oscar going to be ahead of Charles Leclerc? Yes, he is. I think he is. Charles Leclerc might think of a move, but eventually he has to give up on the position, as it's the end of lap 6, and Sergio Perez has gone a little bit deep. This is the race for the lead. It's five cars battling for the lead, and it's gonna be 4 wide down to turn 1. 4 cars into 1. Is it gonna work out? Who is gonna come out ahead? As we see Carlos Sainz, he banks wheels to sidewalk with Lewis Hamilton, and George Russell gets P1, but Sergio Perez is gonna get DRS. Can he come back at George Russell? He's gonna go down the inside. Can he come back? He's side by side with George Russell. Can he put the power down the inside? Yes, he will. He's gonna stay ahead of George Russell. And this is Carlos Sainz and Verstappen. Let's see how Verstappen got ahead of Sainz. He just goes around the outside, gets the traction down, and yeah, it's just a pretty straightforward move. And this is lap 8 of Verstappen catching up to Lewis Hamilton, and he's going to use DRS and to his full advantage, and he's going to get ahead of Lewis Hamilton. So now, we have skipped to this start of lap 11. We have gone a little bit too deep, and that's going to help Fernando Alonso get a great exit, and he's going to get DRS on us. and we have to let go of overtake because we are at 4%, and Fernando is just gonna get past us like crazy. That was yeah, we couldn't defend that at all. And let's see if we can do anything on the second straight with DRS this time, as it's just, yeah, we are way too far back. We're not gonna get anything. Fernando has got us, and yeah, all we can hope is we can stick to him. Let's see what we can do as we're gonna go down to turn 8, I believe, and then that's a stranded Ferrari. That's a stranded Ferrari. It's yellow flag. It's Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz is stranded onto the racing line, and it's a red flag. It's a red flag. And let's see what happened to Carlos Sainz. He tried to stick on to Lewis Hamilton, and yeah, he just loses the rear end. That's, oh my God, that's just a driver error, and nearly gets hit by 3 cars. 3 cars, and we go to the start of the second start. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's gonna be lights out, and away we go for the second time in the race, and it's an incredible start. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. We're overtaking 5 cars from the start, and Gasly is gonna go down the inside off us, but can we get the power down? Yes, we are gonna get the power down. We are ahead. We are into P4. We're into P4. The second time of asking, the second start. We have made the most of it, and you can see how Sergio doesn't get the greatest of starts, and you can just see us shoot past 5 cars, and you can see down to turn 1. Pierre Gasly is going to go down the inside of us. He's going to be fully ahead, actually, but we're just going to get the power down, and we're going to stay ahead. As this is the start of lap 14, let's see how Fernando Alonso gets past Gasly. Easy overtake on Gasly, and another easy overtake on Charles Leclerc. He's gonna go down the inside of Charles Leclerc. Let's see what he can do. Can he get the position? Yes, he will. But Charles Leclerc, can he come back at Fernando on the Spaniard? He's not initially, but into the next straight, he's gonna go down the inside. Can he do anything to get back past the medium tire runner? He's not going to be able to do anything, as Fernando Alonso, he stays ahead. And this is lap 16. So we have lost 4.5 seconds to Perez, and at some point Verstappen took the lead, and we couldn't see the replay, as Fernando is going to go down the inside. Can he do anything else on us? No, he's not. We're going to stay ahead of Fernando Alonso. And yeah, that was a crazy move. And we're losing the back end. And we have lost it. We have lost it. Can we keep it on the wall? Yes, we are going to be keeping it on the wall. But oh my God, how have we missed that? What? That was way too dangerous. How have we not hit Daniel Ricciardo when we were coming back on circuit? I was not trying to come back on circuit, as you can see. Our rear right just gets caught onto the curb, and we just get spun out, and you can see that oh my God, that was insanely close with the V-carb. Just yeah, it's super dangerous, honestly. I was not trying to come back on track. I was trying to do my best to avoid coming back on track, but yeah, we just couldn't. And oh my God, that was insane. That was horrible, just horrible. That was probably a penalty worth getting, honestly, but we didn't get anything. Thank God we didn't get a penalty, as we go down into the start of the next lap. P17, we're down, not P17, sorry, lap 17 as we go. We're 18th on the grid, as one car goes past us. Is the second guy also going to go past us? Yes, Ocon gets past us, but we're going to go down the inside of Esteban Ocon. We're going to go down the inside of the Alpine, back down the inside. Can we stay ahead of him this time? Yes, we are. And it's, yeah, just incredible. That was a great mistake and a great move that came out of it, just going down the inside of Ocon. Yet again, we have made another repass on the corner where we got overtaken at. That was crazy. And this is Novalak, actually, because of our move. He might get a move on the Alpine driver. It's gonna go down the outside. Can he get the traction? He is on the medium tires, but no, he's not gonna get the traction. Yeah, he's just not gonna get the traction. As we go on to the end of lap 17. We're gonna go down the inside of Kevin Magnussen without DRS. We're gonna go down the inside, elbows out, and we are ahead. We are ahead of Kevin Magnussen, and now we look on the back of Landon Norris. Let's see if they can make up time and catch up to him as they are battling up ahead. Landon Norris and Guan Yu Zhou. Or Zhou Guan Yu, I should say. Actually, we've gone into deep. We have gone into deep. And it's three, it should have been three abreast. And we are still going to come out ahead. It's going to be the same as we see. We cut on to Charles Leclerc. And he's going slow. He's going slow. Charles Leclerc is out. Charles Leclerc is out. That's a huge engine failure. It's another Ferrari disaster. And yeah, that was just, oh my God. Both the Ferraris have had an eventful evening. One goes spinning out into turn 8, and one is out on lap 18. As we see, Landon Norris on Zhou is gonna go down the inside after turn 1. Can Zhou get the power down? Yes, he will. He is gonna get the power down on Landon Norris, and this is gonna help us immensely to catch up to them as Landon Norris goes down the inside of Zhou into turn 4. Can Zhou hold on? Zhou is gonna hold on. He's gonna get the traction. They're still side by side into turn 4, 5, 6, and 7. 5, 6, and 7, I should say. And Landon Norris is gonna slightly go past ahead of him, and we have to waste no time. We're gonna go down the inside. We are locked up, and we have been spun around. We have spun around, and we have been T-boned, and we have been T-boned by the Alpine. We have gone head on with Kevin Magnussen. It's a huge incident. We get floor damage, we get wing damage, front wing damage, and we're gonna, and it's a disaster. We lock up into turn, I think turn 10 it is. Yeah, turn 10. We lock up into turn. Let's see a replay of what happened. We, out of desperation, we just lock up. We try to go down the inside, and it's a T-bone collision and a head-on collision. And actually, Novalak also crashes with Esteban Ocon. So out of everybody, I think Ocon is the only one who actually didn't get damage. I don't think he did get damage at all. As we see, that's not Ocon. That's not Ocon. Ocon has not pitted, so Ocon didn't get damage. But that's Pierre Gasly. Let's see what happened with him on lap 20. The same place we spun out. He gets a front lap puncture, and just his tire just blows on him. That's just crazy. That his tire just blows up. And yeah, I'm surprised he was able to keep it on track. I'm surprised he didn't spin out like we did. So, yeah, that was crazy. And we boxed for a set of soft tires. And I do have to be honest with you, this is the second time I entered the pit lane. The first time I did, I got a penalty. I tried to be cheeky about it and use a flashback, but the game kind of glitched out and didn't get rid of the penalty. So I guess, well, we still deserve the penalty anyways because we sped in the pit lane. But yeah, so we're dead last and we are out of fuel. As we come around here, it's 9 laps to go. We're last place. We have to save fuel, and yeah, our car is bad at saving fuel. So 9 laps to go. We skipped already to lap 28 and going on to the last lap on the grid. We dropped 10 seconds to Kevin Magnussen. That's actually crazy, and we're still kind of not iffy on the fuel. But while we are starting the final lap on the grid, a certain Dutchman is gonna be actually gonna finish his final lap of the race, as as Max Verstappen makes it 22, 23, and now 24 Bahrain Grand Prix in a row. The 3 Bahrain Grand Prix, I should say, in 2022, 2023, and 2024. It's a three-peat for the Dutchman. He's gonna win the race, and by the end of this lap, we're out of fuel. I just don't want to finish under low fuel mode, and we have to basically we have to stop on the straight to try to save fuel. And by the end of the lap, we are already down to 13 seconds off of Kevin Magnussen, and just an incredibly abysmal race for us.
That's it then for another spectacular Grand Prix here in Bahrain, and a real champion's drive to take the win. And talk to me, what What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
I think the key here was just the quality of the racecraft, you know? I mean, how many overtakes did they make overall? I'm sure we have a stat person keeping score somewhere, and it's fantastic to watch, wasn't it? This is a strategic sport at the end of the day, but it's always really gratifying to see close-fought battles on track. It's what all the fans are after.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Today's performance means that Max Verstappen now owns top spot in the Drivers' Championship. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. And Red Bull take over as championship leaders. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
As we see the end of the race, as one Red Bull is happy, the other surely isn't happy. But by the end of the race, yeah, that was just an abysmal race. And I do have to say, this is the end of the episode, guys. So if you did enjoy watching this episode, please like, share, subscribe, do everything you want to do. And I will see you guys next time with probably a Chaos Theory. Well, not Chaos Theory, but the second episode of the campaign, because this is gonna, as of recording, this is gonna go out tomorrow. And yeah, so next time you'll probably see me playing through the campaign again for Jurassic World Evolution 2. And then we're gonna pick back up with I think the next race is Jeddah. So we're gonna pick back up on Jeddah. So yeah, if again, if you guys did enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe, do everything you want to do, and don't forget to hit the noti bell. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. So until then, bye.